Wow. It's the demo of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for the Switch 2. Robert Ferrari made the character designs with Nomura. Oh my goodness. So I've streamed this entire game on PC. But as I love 7 a lot, I do want to pick this game up on when it comes to Switch. It's going to be coming to Switch for cheaper than, like, first-party price. Which is great, by the way. That's great. Thank you, Square, for whatever. Thanks, Square, every 30 minutes, whatever. Comes with a free Magic card. It'll be portable, and they've optimized it for the Switch too. And a part of the interest to me is I just want to see how it runs. I want to see how this, the Switch can handle what ostensibly is like a fucking insanely expensive, really big AAA game. It's not just a AAA game, but it is a AAA, capital AAA game that I ran on my current PC. I'm going to be honest, I've already started this. So I've entered and done the first section of this game, which I guess is fair. The first section of this game is incredibly spoiler heavy for anyone who's not experienced with Final Fantasy VII. And I would say if you're interested at all, like in any capacity of 7 and 7 Rebirth and 7 Remake, obviously don't watch this. Just come back when I'm playing something that's not as story driven, but because this will spoil 7 and Rebirth and Remake. But yeah, I want to take a look. The spiel out of the way. Oh, it's I have to refresh. That's right. You can't see anything. You're not even seeing the loading screen, are you? But yes, I'm going to give me a chance to look and compare and see how well it actually manages to run. And also, good evening. I just made like a rubber duck sound with my mouth. That was quite interesting. So this is running on Switch 2. I think it's locked to 30 frames a second. I don't know if there's like, I'd have to look and see if there's any quality settings. Paused. It's funny, the game, if I recall, there's always like a, how do you get to the options kind of a thing, but, hello?
Backwater is an understatement. Don't blame you for getting the hell out of here.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. I don't make fun of your town. Why don't we visit your village and tell you what to fucking think? I mean, out of the get-go, I gotta say, it looks great. Okay, that lady's a little glitchy on the stairs there. I'm not gonna make fun of her for it, but she's a little fucked up.
So, any friends here you want to see? Maybe a girlfriend?
Your voice sounds familiar. There we go, there's the actual options. For clarity, I started this already earlier, before I thought about streaming this, and it starts from the beginning of the game. The actual beginning of the game. I believe, from what my understanding is, this demo is the beginning of the game up to the end of the grasslands. So it is like a good 10-hour demo. It's like the whole first chapter and then some of the game, kind of. Which is amazing. I just want to make that out there. That's like, if you're just playing this game and you get into it, and it's like, oh, I could just keep playing. I could just keep going. But no, so it covers how this game opens, that first playable sequence with that playable character. Then it goes to the cutscenes, then it goes to this. It didn't just spawn me here, for clarity's sake. Sorry, I went to the settings, I wanted to look at the options. Not that I'm not interested in playing this properly, but I've already played this. I'm more curious about the graphics. So there's no graphic settings. I could turn up the brightness, holy fuck. Not that bright, actually. There is HDR, but I don't have that turned on right now because it doesn't capture well. I'd have to configure OBS very specifically for you guys to see HDR, which maybe one day I'll try to do. It's just very convoluted to get it all working with my capture card. I could play this game in Japanese. Dude, Brazilian Portuguese? Huh. Everything else is pretty standard. A lot of goddamn controls in this game. Post-action refocus. What does that even mean? I get them, it tells me. But like, there's also streamlined progression, which I think is a new mechanic, a new cheat, where you can just be like, I want always max health, I want always max MP. Give me limit gauge constantly. Give me everything. Do 2 times experience and 3 times AP. This is all the stuff they added to original FF7, where you could like skip battles and shit. Max Gil. That's not that I would use it, but that's kind of fun. Toggle the gyroscope function, I guess, for my controller. Interesting. Yeah, I'm just looking through because I'm curious what they've got and what's different. So no graphical settings. I don't think you can change it to like performance versus run mode. There's just one mode. I have the perspective. Dude, that chicken's running slow as fuck, little girl. There is a balance between too many options and too little. You need to give them some, but you still want a curated experience.
Just let me catch you, please.
I remember people talking about, was it Sonic, the new Sonic? The newest, like, open world Sonic one? Breath of the Sonic, where people complained that there was almost too many controls for how, like, Sonic feels and gravity and shit, and it was like, that might be too much. There is a balance of making a...
The Shinra shoulders are super cool. Yeah, they're really cool. And they smell like Midgar.
Why are you smelling me, child? Sorry, there's a lot of... Like, if you're playing this game slowly, there is a lot of extra little flavored text that is really nice. No, but yeah, there's a balance between too much and too little. Nintendo typically doesn't have enough controls. Like, the basic defaults are, like, maybe some camera controls and audio controls, right?
He's not on duty.
You could argue that maybe other controls you shouldn't need. I'm always up for an FOV slider, because if it's first person, I've realized that certain first person games, I get physically ill if the FOV is like too low. And some companies set it pretty low for immersion purposes, and I can't handle it. I think that's why I was getting sick playing Doom when I was streaming and never finished streaming Doom. Also playing Half-Life made me sick. To sing the stamp song. You're not supposed to listen to every single bit of dialogue. I think it's meant to kind of wash over you and give you this impression of a fully fledged world. Tifa's old cat. But it is fun if you actually get to pick out a couple things people are saying, because it's all like someone wrote it and it's relevant. Yeah, I am famous. You want my autograph? Here you go. Cloud looks at the paper and it says Zach. Huh? I didn't write that. I don't know what's going on. Tifa, what does this mean? Oh, don't worry, Cloud. It's fine. Don't think about it. Here. Let's go get a drink.
To think I'd get to see Sephiroth with my own eyes.
That's very fun. I love like little moments. Sorry. Like he's having the flashback and he's like, I went to use the restroom. And we walk over and he whips it out to use the restroom. And Cloud's like, he has like a, ugh! Oh, that doesn't look like mine. Keep going, Cloud.
Good luck out there.
Sorry. Look, this guy teaches you to run over shit. Maybe, even though the game already told you can do that, but... But yeah, this seems to look very... I don't know, I can't tell. Like, generally this looks great. I don't know if these texture qualities are worse. Or they're on par with what, like, PC could do. Because it almost looks a little like, look at that texture. You see that? And it's not, for me, again, I'm saying this as someone who doesn't really care, and I like this game, and I like the way it looks. But I'm curious exactly what's the extent of the graphical flawbacks. Arguably, the biggest thing to notice will be that it's locked to 30. I'm not a frames snob. You get used to it easily. But I think I could probably still notice it. Especially if I play a lot of games that are 60. Yeah, thank you. Call me by my title. I'm the one with the big-ass sword.
Everyone, please calm down. Don't make any trouble for Sephiroth.
I guess I mean, here's the thing. Cloud went around... I guess spoilers, but Cloud went around his hometown talking to people, right? Presumably he was wearing his soldier helmet in actuality. But he's still going around and people are recognizing him. Surely was he not worried that the word would have come around that like Tifa would have heard that he was in town, even if it wasn't like, even if he didn't go see her directly? Good man, you're tripping.
What do you think of our village? Pretty nice, right?
I live here. Also, Cloud, did they have fades back in the day like this? On the side, like an undercut?
Rest up tonight. Everyone, please calm down.
Yeah. They did. It was an interesting fad in our hometown. Wow, that's so cool. Nah, it looked like shit.
Then I stopped by my mom's. Not that it matters.
Sure it does. I know I want to hear what happened.
Me too.
Yeah. Go on.
Well, fuck, is this... Wait, is this the progress? Or do... fuck it, go... If I say... Oh, fine. I wanted to go to Tifa's room first, but... I don't remember if this was where I had to go. The Strife Residence. What a last name that is, by the way.
My dad died when I was a kid. So after I left for Midgar, she was on her own. It was the first time we'd seen each other in 2 years.
I hope she got out a
First
lot.
time. And last.
I'll be right there.
Oh, it was like, what is this leather brace she's wearing? It's an apron.
Cloud, is that you?
Hey,
Welcome home.
I love that she has such a similar hairstyle to him. It's really funny to me that they've got, like,
Look at you.
really kind of similar hair. Just a little bit.
My, so that's what they've got.
Hers
you
is rounder,
wearing,
but...
huh? You soldiers sure do clean up nice.
Strong jeans. The hair grows.
I've never been so proud. The man you've become. Women must be hounding you day and night.
not really.
You know, there's all kinds of temptations in the big city. I'd feel a lot better if I knew you'd found a good girl.
She does have a
One who'd make
perfect
sure you didn't
ponytail,
get
though.
into trouble.
I can take
Make
care
sure
of
you weren't being a
myself.
silly goose.
An older, more mature
There you
girl
go.
that could keep you on the straight and narrow and tell you when you're being a silly goose.
Which is often.
That's the perfect type for you, I'd say.
Hair always takes a hit, by the way. You always
They
notice the
are
hair.
feeding you properly, aren't they? Oh, Cloud. But you know, Cloud. Wouldn't you agree, Cloud? You're my son. Of course, I'll always be.
Okay, that's enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be telling people the last time I saw my parents. That would be very upsetting, I think. Even without the mental trauma, you know?
Can I touch it?
Don't just ask to touch someone's sword, kid. And having to, like, go into, like, that moment with a whole bunch of people in a room, like, that's rough. That's real rough. Jesus Christ. Wait. And let me, Tifa's like, no, this is the shop and Tifa, no, that's the shop. Tifa's here.
Goodness.
You went in my room, Cloud?
You, Cloud?
You went through my stuff? Oh, this is the hotel. Okay. Hi, it's Zangief. What's Zangan? Sorry.
City folk are so
The survey team is the
I do. I don't. Maybe is this like an American concept too? But it feels like a very Japanese concept. You see in a lot of shows, anime, manga, whatever. This idea of like, man, I live in the back country of Japan. I want to go those city. Well, I guess the city folk, but like they always have like people idolizing the city and thinking they're so refined. Well, I feel like there's a lot of dismissal in America of like if you're a country folk, you fucking hate city people, and if you're a city folk, you kind of also hate. Both sides think the other side is dumb. Where I feel like there's a lot of, I don't know if like anyone's idolizing like I'm a country folk. I think the city's great. We're very spiteful Americans, I think. Well, other people are like, oh look, it's so cool. Maybe it's just literally like, are you positive about it or not? That's pretty.
So how did it feel being back up there?
I wonder if Cloud spiked his hair to look like the mountains.
I don't know. Nostalgic, I guess? After 2 years away and all that.
Tiny water tower, by the way. Don't be a creep, Cloud. And it's a very, very small village. Even though they expanded a little bit and you see a bit more, it's very small, isn't it? It's just like, It's itty bitty little place.
When I grow up, I want to be just
When I grow up, I want to go to the moon. Why wait?
Huh? You went to my place?
Yeah, no. What are you talking about? Why is Cloud...
Figured you might be there.
Wait
What?
a second. You two were neighbors?
We were, but it's not like we hung out that much.
We had our reasons.
Our reasons, huh? Bet most of them had to do with you.
Yes. Actually. Why is Cloud telling them any of this, though? Why, he doesn't have to, you don't have to mention you went into her house. This has nothing to do with the story. I guess Aerith and Tifa were like, we want to hear what you did. Is that a cat tree? This must be a cat tree, right? There's no reason this is here. What is her cat's name? Like, Scrunko? Glutko? Don't remember. Don't remember what Tifa's cat's name is, sorry. Mittens? It might be Mittens. Very
Remember
stereotypical.
My cat?
Her name was
Fluffy!
Fluffy, I think.
Yeah. She was always disappearing.
I'm really concerned.
And that day was no different.
I guess they still get, like, deliveries of, like, food and stuff, and they've got a store, but I guess it's mostly homegrown things. But it is weird to be like, we're in the backwoods here, and they have, like, this very nice, normal stove and sink and refrigerator. I don't know why that's a surprise to me, but it's like... It's like, I almost had this perspective of, like, they're just living in the past over here, when it's not. They have electricity. It's not, they're not, like, literally living in the fucking Stone Age. 1800s, you gotta keep things in the cellar. They probably did have to do that, though, just to keep crops good. Oh. Random room with nothing in it. Oh, there's a... Okay. Whose room is this? This like a guest room? Maybe the parents were living in separate beds. You know, Lucy and I Love Lucy beds, or whatever they're called. Look, Tifa's got a really big room. Like, this isn't like a tiny room, but it's pretty small. There's not that much in it for, like, being the parents' room. Also, there's no bathroom. And then Tifa's got her own... Well, I guess the Tifa's room is probably a little smaller, but just has more stuff in it to make it feel better.
You went into my room?
I did.
Cloud just walked into some like an empty, abandoned house with nobody in it, just starts snooping. Guess my room stopped looking through my sheet. Nah. Cloud loves looking through people's stuff.
You went through my stuff?
See? At least he's honest.
I know I shouldn't have.
Cloud! You asshole!
It's great. It's wonderful. What the fuck is wrong with you, Cloud? You got Tifa's question mark. Who knows what that could have been? Out there. Spying on somebody. Yeah, she's got way more stuff than her parents do. Her parents have nothing for fun. What are Tifa's parents' jobs anyways? I don't really know. I will say my sister had a vanity like very much like she might still have a vanity like that. Oh my god, look at the fucking Moogle plush. Okay, what's the camera button? Look at these fucking sandals. 3 polygon like slippers. God, I wish I could zoom in a bit more. I can do that's incredible. I'm assuming this is worse than the original, but it's fine. Also, you can see some clipping on the carpet there. Again, I'm playing this game being specifically facetious and stupid about how it looks because, well, that's the point. Like, the carpet you would never notice, but the slippers, yeah, you would notice that. I noticed that immediately. I was like, that's like... Yeah, it's noticeable. I do love that Moogle plush. That's cute. Square, you should sell that. People would buy that. I wouldn't, but other people would. This game does look very good, though. I mean, I'm looking at, like, the lighting and the shadows. Like, this is... It obviously does. It looks great. It's a visually great looking game. Trying to get it, like, up on his top body, but, like, come on. Like, at the time, almost forgot that it was like, no, this is, like, a really big budget game. Like, pianos encounter to tickle the ivories, oh boy.
Did you actually play it?
Went to town on it. This swarm is endless. What, fucking flies? I feel like there were more posters in this room that aren't here. I remember being like an emerald weapon poster. I have sheet music that I was playing, like... Let me see, could I play this? Because it's, Ugh! That's... Problem is, it's not, it's a, No, it's, Shit. Lower the octave. How do I do that? That would be... No, it'd be... It'd be... Wait, sorry, it's, da, ba... No. Fine, we'll do it this way. E, B, A, B, C... G... E, B, A, B, C... C, B... E, E, B, B, A, God, it's fucking stupid. A, and then he's got to be like fucking chords. It's very difficult to do this because it just starts looping at the wrong time. It's... Oh, how do I do flats? What? No, what? Semitones. Oh, there we go. $2,000 kills last mission developing PTSD. That's unfortunate. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about Helldivers. Okay, I understand. I could get really good at this, and I refuse. I couldn't though. I'm fucking too terrible at this. Wait, what is that? I can play it on the piano. That's it's B. No, it's C. Or is it A? Fuck, I don't know. Okay, we're done. This is not Final Fantasy VII. See, the real problem is I feel like it should be counterclockwise. I hate this. Yeah, we're done. No more music. It's banned. So I do feel like they got rid of some of the posters on the walls. I know people noticed like there's a table with a bowl of fruit not on it.
Wow. Where'd you learn to do that?
And things like that.
You gotta play for us sometime.
Well, shit. You're a merc of many talents.
I do like how they all take a second to speak one after the other. They don't just chime in all at once. Like they're holding like the conversation pillow to make sure that everybody can speak. So that poster is unintelligible, where it probably definitely wasn't unintelligible before. Same with that. I don't know what that's meant to be. And I feel like there's posters missing. That clock looks like shit. And these are observations. That's partially the point of the stream, is a comparison piece. And also for me to just enjoy a game I really like. I think I want the camera back a bit further. I'm someone who likes the camera a bit farther back from your character to give more room. Like, there are times when Cloud takes up, like, indoors, takes up a large percentage of the fucking building. It's like, this is too much. Oh, I can't talk to my mom again? Fuck, my mom hates me.
Hey, you worked out with everyone?
Just for a bit.
Could you keep up?
All right, everybody, gather round. It's time to Zanga size.
This is another
Ready to
thing.
get started? Let's Zanga.
Come on, Cloud.
Okay. Put your fingertips together and lift your hands to the
Come on, Cloud, what are you
sky.
doing? This isn't actually, you're just raising your hands.
Arms tight to the ears and spread those hands.
Like, what's
Keep
the
your arms
goal?
straight. Feel
To be
the
fair,
stretch
keeping your hand
between your
straight up for a
fingertips.
long period of time can hurt. It does. I know that for a fact, having done it for such a long time that my hand, like my arm was like painful for hours. I was at summer camp and we had a competition.
Good, good. Keep them straight.
I mean, this is like old people exercise.
Betray weak mind. Takes me back.
Weak legs betray weak mind? Fuck you, I'm standing. You're right, actually. I should stand. Tifa belittled people who don't stand enough. So that gave me the motivation I need to stand.
Well, as I live and breathe. Wow.
You're breathing?
Heroes coming through. Heroes.
I think I'm noticing a couple times when the frame skips or stops a bit, but mostly it's fine. Hey lady, what you got here in this general store? Like a very sparse amount of plates, bowls.
Be sure to rest up tonight. Got a long day tomorrow.
Do you have like food in this goddamn store of yours, or is it just like pottery? Got a couple books, a couple of crystals, a really low resolution clock. Where's the food? I'm starving. You got like Cheetos? I don't got those in this universe, I don't know.
Ah, Shinra's here, I see. Thank you for coming.
You're Shinra?
Shinra?
Oh, whoops. I didn't recognize you, Cloud. How you've grown.
Yeah, I'm a man now.
I must say, you look dashing.
It is a...
in that
Here's the
uniform.
thing.
You're so cool. You're so cool.
Shut up, kid. There you are. It does look good. It is a very aesthetically appealing
Gonna beat
outfit.
those monsters? Gonna beat them?
I hate this kid.
You look so different.
What, to cry? I guess you must know everybody in the town, so everyone probably has a lot of, like, a very familial feeling, right? It's not just, like, your mom, it's everybody. Holy shit. Yeah, we're saving your shit. Well, we're not saving your shit, actually. That doesn't happen. Hey, what's up, man? Oh, hey. Okay, I didn't mean to talk to you.
A soldier.
And you are?
Do you have to wear a cape?
Shard Sangan, a humble
Rashard.
and teacher of martial
They could have just named you Richard. You know, that's like a real name. Cloud, you can say no to unwanted contact, you know. If he touches you in your no-no zone, tell him no.
well toned, but lacking mass. You need to bulk up.
Who asked you?
Cloud has superpowers, I don't think it matters.
You could learn a lot from me.
With your skin-tight, like, sweaty, oiled leather shirt.
I have many pupils your age. At last count, 128.
That's an interesting number.
In fact, one of them's from this very village.
Who is it?
Perhaps you know her. Tifa.
Who's that?
Sure.
A real talent, that one. She'll go far.
There's a lot of camera movement.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right?
Got anything to say for yourself?
Why would he say that?
I didn't know.
I do love... It feels like they're watching this happen somehow, even though it's clearly Cloud talking about it. So it begs the question why he brings any of this shit up and says specifically how he felt.
I'd be interested to see how one of Shinra's finest fights.
Oh my god, the sun's blinding you. It amuses me to no end. There's no better way of handling it, but it is very funny to me. Heya. Oh, you gotta ditch the fucking skirt. You gotta put on like a leather jabroni outfit like I do. It's cool.
Welcome back. Sephiroth's already gone upstairs. Welcome back. Sephiroth's already gone upstairs.
I think I remember this. Why is this one line really weird? You hear this?
Welcome back. Sephiroth's already gone upstairs.
Sephiroth's already gone. It sounds like they spliced a clip. Like maybe they had 2 takes, but one of the lines was fucked up, but they wanted to keep the line. They couldn't re-record.
back. Sephiroth's already gone upstairs.
You hear that?
Welcome back. Sephiroth's already gone upstairs.
Why? Did someone like fucking sneeze in the middle of the recording and they didn't think to cut it out?
Welcome back. Sephiroth's already gone upstairs.
It's really weird. It's really noticeable too. It's not even like not noticeable. I mean, it's not the worst audio problem you could ever have in a game like this, with thousands of lines. But
Folk are so sophisticated. Can only imagine what their lives must be like.
as I'm breaking the fucking chair, they're so sophisticated. City folk are really so sophisticated. I wonder how much testing it took to make sure that things didn't clip through the walls. Cloud, did you really just walk into that couch for 5 hours?
We're all thrilled to have you.
Yeah. Oh, I was really excited to be back. Cloud? Sorry. Who's fucking standing outside? No, but the constant dialogue and the people everywhere does give this good impression that the world's very filled and populated. It's a hard thing to like give in a game like this. Or any game, to be honest, is to make you feel like the world's actually lived in to a degree, and it kind of does a good job.
Notice at the time, but looking back, all the signs were there.
Looking back
The
at
moment we
me.
arrived, Sephiroth just wasn't himself.
It's not perfect. I do think things like having bathrooms and other such areas are kind of also very helpful for making a world feel real. And you can tell that these houses look great, but don't feel necessarily real always. Places might feel a little more smaller than you expect, but you can't replicate the real world. Real world is too big. We've really come so far from, like, you know, I think you sent a video about the pre-rendered backgrounds and how like limited everything was back in the day of the PS1, and now we've gone to this.
What you looking at?
There's jiggly shadows on his face.
This landscape.
Huh?
Huh?
I could swear I've seen it before.
You okay?
Big day tomorrow. We'll be leaving bright and early.
We'll be leaving bright and early.
You should get some rest.
How much shampoo do you use, Sephiroth?
All right.
Conditioner, rather. You always sound creepy, dude. You never sound comforting or warm.
Night.
I don't know. How would this, like, if you remove the music from this that makes it all creepy, maybe he'd seem normal.
I tried, but I couldn't get to sleep that night. Was too excited. Too...
Fuck, you're jacked,
nervous.
Cloud. I'm not strong enough to portray you properly. I gotta get stronger.
It's pretty much the same for me.
Why?
Yeah, I was surprised too.
In some shots, Tifa has purely red eyes, but she looked more like brown-eyed in that one. That guy popped in. That guy just teleported. That little boy.
We leave once our guide arrives.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Brian! Sephiroth, sir. I must
Look at this
insist that
fucking
I
cowboy.
take you up the mountain. My daughter isn't...
Dad!
Tifa. You can still back out. You don't
I don't know.
have to
Her
do
dad
this.
was a cowboy.
And that's that. There'll be 2 soldiers with me.
See, she should have had a southern accent.
Pumpkin.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. I'll be your guide for today.
You're our guide?
I sure am. You can ask anyone around here. I'm the best.
I'm the best there is. Sir.
Not if you remember to do your job, she won't. Come on.
Hiya, Cloud.
For posterity, sir? Not today.
Come on.
Can you talk to him?
And this is the point where Tifa's like, "What? This isn't real."
It's just one photo. Come on.
Bum,
Where's the harm
bum,
in that?
bum, bum.
There?
Come on, Sephiroth. You know, pause for the fans. Come on.
Thanks.
Say cheese.
Sounds like you were having a good time.
That's the photo.
Yeah, I
The famous photo.
for a while.
Tifa, that didn't happen. Look, there's the Grinch. He's up on top of Mount
Reactor
Crumpet.
was halfway up Mount Evil.
Oh, wrong mountain. Sorry.
I was looking forward to breathing that crisp, clean mountain air again.
Have to get an actual gameplay. Hold zero to sprint. Press L to keep sprinting, so you stop moving while doing that. You can up it up. No, it is interesting to see the It's like this is the point where Tifa just goes along with what Cloud's saying, knowing that it's different. Like Tifa's hearing Cloud's version of these events for the first time here, and it's like, okay, Tifa knows she didn't see Cloud here, right? She knows that, but she just goes with it because what else is she supposed to do? If both of them are telling conflicting accounts of the same story, I don't know. Maybe she should have just done it. Hash it out with Barrett and Aerith and Red and everybody in the same room. Just do it. Make some fucking like whiteboard chart and say, okay, here's what they say, here's what they say. What's the same? That's what happened. Kind of a deal. But no, they wouldn't do that. It's careful. And I guess Tifa might also. I mean, the one thing I think people forget is Tifa has no reason to assume that she is the one with the correct memory. Because Cloud clearly remembers things that she doesn't remember him being there for. So by her account, his memory is wrong, but also non-existent. So she could very easily just think, okay, he knows what's happened. He must have been there in some capacity, and if I don't remember, then maybe I'm misremembering. That's a very easy assumption to make, because he shouldn't know these things. If he does, then maybe there is some credence to what he's saying, and maybe I'm the one who's mistaken. But instead of trying to hash it out, they're just too nervous to bring it up. Like, for a long time, I was like, why didn't she just confront Cloud? I still think that a little bit, but there's nuance to it too, and it's not easy to do something like that when it's clear something's wrong. Also, I'm getting water. Listen to this good music. That's why to use your weapon. It's weird that this kind of feels like the real start of the game. Like, you have the first beginning section, then you have, like, cutscene tutorial. Once you get to here and you can play, I think the credits are going to start coming up from, like, music by, that kind of a thing. And that's when it's like, okay, now we're actually in the game, and from this point onward, we're in the game. I think, as we're climbing up the mountain. Hey, me. Alright, come on, Tifa. Hi, my name is Tifa. See? I knew it! Creative Director Tetsuya Nomura. I remember all of this very well. Director Naoki Hamaguchi. Ah, the Gooch. He fucked some shit up for real.
You probably already know this.
Motomo
but our
Toriyama.
reactor's the first of its kind. It really put Mount Evil on the map.
I've seen a few reactors in my time, but none
Hey,
with such a
Nojima.
breathtaking view. Who could tire of it?
Everyone, eventually.
Cloud, apparently.
Man, I wish I could go on trips all over the world like you guys.
This fuck is gorgeous.
Trips. I think you mean business trips, which are no fun at all.
Although I prefer more
You
trees.
learn stuff on them.
That's so cool.
Like, all the trees are dead, which is very noticeable. Also, she says it puts mountain, like, it put our town on the map. I don't think it did. Nobody knows what Nibelheim is. Very, like, it's in the history books, but I don't think it's, like, a common name. Also, you can very... Oh, look at that popping. Look at the grass popping in. That's really noticeable. Not surprising, but noticeable. Like, here's 30 bits of grass we couldn't see before. And you can see the LED pop in as well.
Everything okay? Not going too fast for you, am I?
Of course not. We're just trying to pace ourselves is all.
But I thought you guys were in a hurry.
Even so, you'll burn yourself
What are you teasing
out
us for,
doing that.
Tifa? What the
I'm
fuck?
not even close to burned out. Not with all the training I've had.
Huh. Guess you really are the best there is.
Yeah, I don't... Again, none of this stuff bothers me, but I'm noticing that the pop-in is pretty strong. It's particularly noticeable. A mono for logo illustration. Theme song by Lauren Allred. Fucking great theme song. Fantastic. Walking city streets of broken cobblestones. Deer, you good? Deer, you good just running into that rock right there? Deer? Deer? There you go. Oh, you're better. Or, are those reindeer? They kind of didn't look like normal deer. Hey, Katase. All of these names I recognize. Shh. Now that's a fucking freak of a monster. I love it. It's really cool design.
Village, and they're not nice. What do you think?
I think I got this.
Plucky youngster.
Copy that.
Copy that. Modern Warfare. Copy that. Fighting as Cloud. Press Y to attack with Cloud's sword. Holding will allow you to follow up with a sweeping slash. Press after dodging to launch a range attack, or hold to unleash an aerial combo. I've got to remember this because it is more complicated. So just pressing to, yeah, press or hold, or dodge and press, or dodge and hold. Ooh. What abilities do I got? I got, Braver. Nice. Easy.
That was awesome.
You think?
What was the first enemy in the game?
This is how it's going to be. There doesn't seem much point in me fighting.
I guess not. You leave it all to me, huh?
Don't mind if I do.
I like how Sephiroth is wearing one of these soldier belts, but it's underneath, like, his shirt. I never noticed that. Like, he's got the same belt that I do. I gotta look at this, wait. So you can see, like, the soldier belt, which is something that I have a version of, very rough. He's got one too. But it's just underneath his shirt. Whereas I'm wearing it, like, I guess as it's supposed to. Crosses his suspenders, he does. I've gotta be honest, by the way, this fucking soldier belt nonsense is very fucking stupid and hard to man. Like, I made, you know, I have props for these. And it holds up my sword via magnets on the back. But it's the sword's so heavy, it brings everything back, and there's no way for this to suspend. There's no zipper on the back of the belt or anything like that, so I don't know how Cloud puts on the belt with the emblem on it. Because as far as I can tell, there's no way of getting it on or off. And every part of his body is wider, so he can't, like, slip it on or tighten it. So it's like, it just, like, magically, it's just always on. I mean, there are times when you can see without the sword, and even on the back, it's just comes smooth. It's smooth, leather. With no discernible way of actually, like, unhooking all the way around. It's one smooth piece of leather. Yeah, and then these hooks. I need a way of making it more form-fitting and making it stable. Like, the design... Oh, I'm fine with the magnet working. It's the fact that the sword is so heavy that it makes the fucking belt like ride up. Because it, like, unless you can just have it so tight to the body that it will never shift, there's no way unless you can, like, I was thinking of like an under like the shirt harness that can attach to the real harness. I don't know, I was having wacky designs. I spent ages trying to think about, like, and looking at it and being like, okay, how can this be managed? This place, I mean, it's pretty, it's also fucking desolate. I prefer places a little bit more green. Enemies will grow alerted to your presence. It's got one of those basic gauges. I know how these games work. I've been playing Xenoblade X. I get it. You know what to do, Cloud. Oh, I know what ATB is. You don't need to tell me that. I don't even need to use ATB. Fuck you. If I hold it, if I want to keep doing ranged attacks, gotta say, that one felt pretty good. Cloud, those aren't phrases you would ever say. I still need to improve my costume and do more with it. Also, the sword ends up being so heavy that it actually tears away the foam. That's why I'm making another one out of actual leather. Because I can. Alright, let's do this, Tifa. And Sephiroth and 2 other guys. Is that Mako? Oh, it stinks! Ah! Oh, thanks, Tifa. I almost died right there.
Come on, soldier. You can do better than that, can't you?
You know what? I'm sorry. I imagine Tifa is being all, like, teasing and almost flirty with Zack, and Cloud is just standing there with his helmet on, not saying a word, just watching. I was like, oh, poor Cloud. I never thought about it before, but he's like, she's just teasing with Zack the entire time, while Cloud's just watching on in the background.
Just you watch.
It's not funny, but it is a little funny. There's art of blocking coming attacks or press repeated. Yep, dodging and blocking. Maybe, I don't know. I figure a lot of these are pretty on with what happened, just with, obviously didn't say, nice, Cloud. But I would imagine some of the interactions were probably the same, just not with Cloud. Because we're hearing, you know, Cloud say things he wouldn't say. He wouldn't say any of these things. Zack would, though. So I'm assuming he did say them, and then presumably Tifa did respond to them. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think Cloud has made up things that Tifa said, except for saying that acknowledgement of Cloud, but... Yeah, block with perfect, that's right. There is, like, perfect guard in this game, or whatever.
Steady.
Which I never really got. That is not perfect guard. It's not like... Oh, there we fucking go. I was gonna say, maybe it's gonna be like, my friend was talking about, like, beating a super boss in Expedition 33, only with, like, no hit. Early party, and they just, like, perfect parry everything. I guess, yeah, no, if you're good enough, you could just not take damage. God damn. Again, I'm someone who dodges more than, like, than using the block button in this game. I've never done, like, the, focus thrust. Nice. Took way too much damage for just testing stuff out, but... Listen, I don't want to see Cloud get cucked, so I don't want to think more about, like, Tifa flirting with Zack, but... Maybe just being nice. Get over here, you freak! R to lock on. Use R to switch.
Take it away.
What is that? Oh, it's a little, like, grasshopper. QBD. Nice. Fuck you. Beautiful. Oh. God, this is fun. It is so fun, though. Gameplay-wise, it's very fun. Shit! It does, even like it's not fully button mashy, but there's still times where I'm not really thinking about if I'm pressing or holding. I'm just doing things. And I want to be more cognizant of that while I'm playing. Because I want to do better. Got these piddly little guns that do fucking nothing. The disparity between the soldiers and the normal guys are so strong. It's like, why are you even here?
Thank you.
Look, you did a good job, Cloud.
I got the rest.
Matif almost just died, my dude. Yeah, I'm gonna play worse until I can figure out these timings. I want to do better. Not that I'm not gonna play this. Like this game still comes out like 3 months from now. By the way, this is not like coming out like in a week, which is fair because it's a long demo. They want to give people time to play it. I know. I'm not trying to escape. I'm just. Don't judge me for that. Oh, Punisher mode. That's right. I forgot. I have to remember what I'm doing. Beautiful. This might be my favorite, like, one of my favorite combat systems, if not my favorite combat system in a game. Just for how good it feels.
We still have a long way to go.
Shall we pick up the pace?
Not unless we absolutely have to. Our guide might not be so lucky next time.
Then
Our
how
guide
about I
might
go
not
on
be
ahead
so
and
lucky
lead the way
next
for you
time.
guys? I'll be careful.
Ugh. It feels very good.
You'd better.
Cool. See ya.
I will say, I do squats like that because Cloud does squats like that, and Zach does squats like that. Like, I've learned that's how you do squats. I mean, I'd also learn how to do squats properly from, like, school and gyms and stuff, and you know, keep your weight and don't fall over. How does that make you feel? Good. Feeling good makes you feel good. Need to review the materia tutorial. Yeah, I'm skipping tutorials. What about it? Oh, but you're still going to tell me. Okay, it's fine. Materia set into your equipment will gain ability points with every battle. Once enough AP is accrued, your materia will improve, experiencing effects. You can use fur. Yeah, I know. The one person who plays this game who didn't play the game before this and doesn't remember anything. Did I get more materia? I did. Assess. Asses. Wow, you're really into asses. No, that's assess. Oh. No, but sorry, speaking on to the fact that this is like a 20 or not 20 hour, 10-hour demo, I like that. I know Dragon Quest XI for the Switch also has the same thing, and that's a really good way of getting people into the game because you can really, you're just feeling like I'm playing a game. I don't know if that's a better way than just giving someone a very tight, you know, short, maybe even custom exclusive content in a demo form that gives you the idea of what the game is. Because if you're playing a game from the beginning of a game is not always the best way of introducing someone to a game, more than like a targeted section later on. But also, if you give them enough and you know, you can play through a significant portion, then at least you're basically just starting the game. And if you want to continue and finish it, then you buy it, right? I don't know. It's hard to say what's better, but I like this way because it really does help you. It's like, oh, I'm going to try this. And then you play like 5 hours and you're like, this is good. And then you keep playing. And you buy the game. Yep, there's Punisher. I've never clicked N large and actually looked at this. Wow, the pre-recorded footage of this is terrible. It's really low res. I've never ever clicked the button to make this bigger. Alright, get fucked. Yep, you can parry. Oh, yeah. He's so fucking quick. Oh my god. He's so cool. He's so cool. It's like Miyamoto talking about Chris Pratt. He's so cool. What is this little house for? What is this for? We got like a little house. Maybe there used to be like tours, or you had to like sign in to get access to this, but now it's abandoned. It is weird going to the reactor, because it feels clearly very abandoned. And it's like, is it not still active? Is it not giving people power? When we unlocked the strip club, oh, that was in the previous game. Sorry, that was in remake. That's in Wall Market. I don't know. I guess I don't know what Gold Saucer was meant to be. It always felt like it's kind of like a Vegas-like thing. It's a big, area in the desert. Big celebration. But it's very much like a theme park more than it's a casino. It never had the seedy feeling that Wall Market did. So I guess it wasn't meant to be like Vegas. But it always made me think, is this meant to be Vegas? It's in the desert. Big, like... you go to the beach, you go to the Vegas equivalent, but it's actually just Disney World. And then, go to Wall Market for the real scum. But yeah, there's no strip club, unfortunately, in Gold Saucer. You could see, I easily buy that in Wall Market, though. There we go, there we go. I was like, how do I do that again? There we go. Oh no, I'm dying. Like how it's showing me healing Barrett when like Barrett's not even in the party yet. What? Heal yourself, Cloud. Nice. Kill that guy. Wow, I want to do a parry and I've not done one yet. I never thought about holding with Punisher mode. I'm learning. Well, that's that. It is funny that they did so well in this, and I've heard that FF16 just doesn't nearly play as well. I know a lot of people think it's like not as fun gameplay-wise. I hear it's fine. I've heard it's fine. That's kind of the best thing I've heard, is that it's fine, and people like various aspects of it, but overall it's not like the greatest. I'd still like to play it at some point, I think. It seems like a fun game, but... 16's combat and fights are the main reason you want to play it? Really? I've heard it's kind of mediocre. I've heard it's okay, but it feels more button mashy and maybe a little less, like... I don't know. As someone who hasn't played it, I'm speaking from the will of people who aren't me, which really isn't very valid. And it's funny, I was going to be honest, initially I had absolutely no interest whatsoever with FF16. I didn't give a shit, and I was like, that's whatever. It's like, it's dark, and it's very classical, traditional fantasy. And then I saw someone play through the intro, and I was like, this is actually pretty good. Whatever the demo might have been. And I was like, you know what? It sold me on it a little bit. And I was like, it is very, like, immediately very dark and depressing. And I'm someone who loves dark and depressing, despairing, miserable stories often. I don't like my characters being happy. Why do they get a happy end? I do like that too. I like different stories. But those kinds of really negative emotions can resonate with me very strongly. But I mean, I know they have big spectacle fights, but aside from the very big spectacle fights, I'm talking about just normal gameplay. I heard was kind of mid. But I haven't seen much of the main loop, to be honest, so it's hard for me to say. Well, why not? I know the bridge is out, but I can just jump down. It's fine. I'd have to look and see what the actual combat is, because I don't know. Maybe I would like it. Maybe it'd be fine.
It's a dead end. Rockslide took out the bridge a while ago.
But if it ends up being boring, okay. If it ends up being boring, then like fuck. I guess it's boring. Approach locations marked with the blah to perform context-sensitive actions. I love that it's showing footage of the thing I'm literally just about to do. I guess they have to have an example. But like, still, in this very low-res video. Alright, team, come on. Giving the game time to load in. But yeah, I'm still interested in it though, and I don't think I'll mind it that much. And I can make my own opinions on how the game actually plays and feels. Despite my disinterest in the aesthetic in the game itself, I think I would like the story and the tone.
This way.
Maybe, I don't know.
Gotta make a detour through a Shinra facility.
That intro of the game is very good to me.
You, our guy. Good thing I reconsidered. Otherwise, you'd have led us straight off a cliff.
Okay, I wouldn't have walked off the cliff, Sephiroth. I would have stopped and been like, oh, we can't go that way. You're mocking me in front of Tifa, dude. That's not cool. Tifa thinks I'm dumb. She thinks I'd walk off a cliff, and Sephiroth told her I did. And everyone believes Sephiroth, he's a war hero. Caution. Well, that sign's pretty clear. What? Oh, sorry, I was looking. I was investigating the, oh my god. I don't know if they fixed the lighting, but when the camera's outside, it is so dark, and then the camera passed. Look at this. I guess that's better than what we had before. It is very jarring though to see like kind of super like dim but somewhat cinematic, and then you cut to like brilliantly bright. I guess that's better. Like in the PC version there were issues where it just like you'd go outside and it was so blinding that you couldn't fucking see. So I guess they wanted to make it like transition quicker. Which is fine, but like it was a little startling, that's all I'm trying to say. I do like the whole like Shinra laboratory, dark, gritty aesthetic. So I'm glad they do have moments of that in this game, even though a lot of it is nature and outdoors and, you know, more typical fantasy stuff. I'm glad there's still a lot of like, you know, grunge, factory grunge, scum, alongside the beautiful nature preserves and places. God, Cloud, you're so cool. See, you look at Cloud, and that's my reason for working out. I gotta be able to personify. I gotta do the Cloud Strife workout routine, and then feel sad that I can't like throw a cinder block at a helicopter because I'm not a soldier. Oh, yo, Sephiroth, yo, Tifa, I think we should go down there. Look, there's a. Oh no, I almost fell. Oh my God, Sephiroth, you're right. I would have led you off a cliff. Bumbling idiot Cloud. I would be spiteful. I would be like, oh, you're so right, Sephiroth. I'm a bumbling idiot, just to mock him for making fun of me. Start slipping on banana peels from that point on. Ooh, the shadow of an evil creature. Which is just a guy with like a rock on his hand. What is this thing? Oh, he's the wickedly talented screamer. There we go. Oh, doing a perfect dodge like fucking startles an enemy. Or doing a parry also works, but asses. Humanoid fiends that make their home on Mount Nibel, previously unseen in the region. Settings began after the local reactor started functioning. They brandish an iron mace at the end of one arm, which they swing around with ease. You can steal an either onion, but I guess you can't. Morphable items. I never used morph. Maybe I should have. Fire! Yeah, that works. This guy can be annoying, but if you just do that, he's fine. I never use hotkeys in this game, and I really should. Basic range, strength, source, morph. I mean, there's a lot of materia I don't always use. I feel like I stick to the materia I get at the beginning of the game often. Because it's like, I got it at the beginning of the game, it's leveled up. I don't want to take the time to level up the other materia. Even though some of them are like, gravity is very strong, right? And things of that nature are like, they're good, they're useful, I should use them more often. And I'm just like, I got fire. Everybody's got a weakness to fire. You got to keep your fire on.
The reactor may have been around for a while, but there are still pockets of Mako gas all over the mountain. Try not to breathe it in.
The gas just pop in.
Don't want to get Mako poisoning.
No, you don't, Cloud. You're right. I hate gravity in most Final Fantasy. Why? Do you just not like the effects it has? I don't even know the full effects of gravity. I just know that it's like commonly strong. Yeah, and I know there's a lot of complaints about like you play this game and then all of your builds are worthless. I don't remember if it was you or someone else telling me about this. It might have been multiple people. Where it's like, why would I ever do like poison when every boss is immune to poison? So who gives a shit? Why would I do any status effects when most bosses just are immune to this kind of stuff? It's annoying to have like these cool items and cool builds and you just can't use them, so you end up sticking to like the very few minimal bits that you can use against bosses. Like, why bother? Also, whose fucking idea was this on the team to be like, yo, while we're going through the thing, we should make a section where they very, very slowly move a machine around on the floor to suck up gas. It's really important that Cloud has to suck up gas in his flashback. Move it around. We gotta show off the rope physics. The real rope physics when he moves the machine and the rope, the cord extends. It's really important that we show off the rope extending. We gotta include this sequence in the game. What's his name? Nomura's like, yeah, that's perfect. Nojima's like, that's, oh my god, we've been missing this the whole time. It's what's gonna take our game to the next level. Cue the clip of Naughty Dog having a segment in their game to show off rope physics because of how amazing their graphics are. It's like when they showed off that space game that Naughty Dog's working on, and they have a moment where they take off a jacket and it like deforms like it's real, which they had in there specifically to show off their amazing attention to detail of graphics. It's like, okay, Naughty Dog, I know. You don't treat your employees great, and you have very high standards, and you kind of don't always make great... Why is it so dark right now? Is it just... I guess it's just dark outside. I do like gray skies. I'm a big fan of darkened skies, but I don't think it was this dark in this game. That's very pretty, though. I actually really like the way this looks. Sorry, not you, Cloud. The actual clouds. I really like the... I actually really love gray skies. And this shit is actually beautiful to me. It's that's not taking my breath away, but I'm like, man, this is fucking nice. It's filling me with the same emotions. Very good skybox, I guess. Those clouds aren't moving, right? So that is just a skybox, but... Excellent skybox. Gravity does a percentage of HP. Yeah, and that's the other thing, is if you're gonna have like an elite, expensive materia, why would I use it against regular enemies? If I can't use it against regular enemies and I can't use it against bosses, who the fuck am I using it against? Nobody. Eat shit. Although you're able to get materia and MP back pretty easily. It's not like I'm that worried about using it up in the middle. Like, it's more concerning when you're in a dungeon and running out of materia more than just like exploring the world. So it depends, but good day for rain. It was fucking storming last night. I forgot. Sorry. This is something that does not happen, especially not over here. I feel like I haven't had like a big, like a barn tipper of a storm since I lived in Texas. But I got woken up by lightning, and I think it was because it was nearby, like really nearby. It struck so close that everything shook and a car started going off in the parking lot. That's how close it was. And it's funny, like, lightning doesn't scare me, but when it's that close and it's so fucking loud, it is really startling. And I'm like, and your heart starts pounding because it's like, fuck, I just got, like, genuinely startled. That's how close it was. Okay, you're jealous. It fucking woke me up. I was asleep. And then I'm checking my clock and it's like 4 in the morning. And it's like, I was asleep. Fuck you, storm. It was nice, I guess. I like big storms. But here's the thing, even in Texas, even if the storm was massive, it doesn't mean the lightning was, like, striking my house. But we usually get, like, kind of lighter rainstorms, not, like, really heavy rainstorms. And big winds, which I miss. And it was nice, I do like storms. But it was like, fuck, man. It was that close. There was a time when I think me and my mom were driving, and we were both leaving work. And me and my mom were getting in the car, we were talking, it was kind of raining outside. And I swear to God, we were parked like 2 cars away from like a metal dumpster outside of the building where we worked. And lightning struck the dumpster. And we were like fucking super close. It was it was insanely loud. It was so loud, it really scared us. My ears were fucking ringing. And I was like, what the fuck?
About crossing that thing.
Then let me go first.
Hey, I'm the guide here.
Yeah, Tifa, do the I mean, honestly, I gotta say, this bridge looks fine. Like, this bridge looks perfectly fine. With one person on it, this is a big bridge. Tifa weighs like fucking 90 pounds right now. But also, if we're not certain about it... Okay. They built this giant fucking machinery up there with, like, vehicles and shit. How did they get up the mountain? They didn't, like, pilot, like, you know... I guess they just, like, airdrop things. Or, I don't know. That must be the only way. But this can't be the only way up the mountain for regular people. And also, if they could have airdropped us, why didn't they just fly... If they could fly us there, why didn't they fly us there to get there? People have flown in helicopters. Like, fucking the Turks take helicopters everywhere. They could have spared a helicopter for us. But no! Apparently there's no way to land up there. There has to be another way of getting supplies. On this rickety-ass bridge that actually doesn't seem that rickety. It seems pretty stable. Although... if you look right there... the rope's not connected. I see your problem. The rope's not connected to the bridge. I think I know why the bridge falls. It's like a Looney Tunes situation. It was never actually attached. It only falls once they notice it. And it's like, wait, that's not connected. And then it just drops straight down. They look around. They look down. They look back up. Tifa brings out a sign from her pocket that says, uh-oh. And then they fall. Come on. Really? Is there something missing here? Did the PC version have a thing where this was actually connected to the bridge? Or was it always just fucking floating like this? Because that's hilarious. That's really funny. Guys, it's the magical... I mean, they got materia. The magical floating bridge. Like, it's really noticeable, too. What, a single lightning strike did this shit? You're alive, aren't you? He's surviving. I mean, that is an incredibly dangerous fall. I do want to know who is the other soldier that gets washed down the stream. We got Zack, we got Cloud, Sephiroth, and Tifa. Who is the 4th guy? You know? This poor man. Oh, this HD Rumbles is schmoving right now. I can feel those motors kicking in. Like the poor unlucky sap who gets washed away. So that's gotta be really strong water. Is it that strong? Cloud and Sephiroth are standing in this water fine. I guess they're soldiers. They can withstand the fucking tide, but... Also, we don't even know if he died. I guess they couldn't find him, so he must have died, but... No good, huh?
He's in Fate's hands now.
They don't even go back and look for him. He's just like, he's gone.
Do you know the way?
Yeah. Following the river should get us back.
A man just died.
We're not going to the village. Can you get us to the reactor?
Sorry, I don't think I can.
I see.
It's okay. We'll go on our own.
Well, we certainly can't send you back alone. You'll be safer with us.
You can't go back,
Okay.
so we're gonna make you come with
I'll
us.
be joining you up front this time. For your performance review.
Oh, there's a fucking fast forward button.
Good luck.
But I pressed ZR, and all of a sudden, it was like, I forgot they added that, didn't they, to some of these ports. Approach a scalable wall with yellow paint on it. If you see yellow paint, make sure to interact with it. It is very important to jump when you see yellow paint. Sephiroth. Sephiroth. Like, yeah, I don't want to go to there anymore. That's okay. We're gonna make you come with us. Like, Tifa could just go back alone, but I guess it's dangerous. How do the townsfolk know that a guy died? Seemingly, we don't know what happened to him when we come back with the victorious mission. Like, they're upset that Sephiroth won't dine with them. It's like, a guy died. Maybe that's a good enough reason, you assholes. Sitting at a bench will give you everything you need in life. HP up materia, huh? It is a very long tutorial, essentially. At level boost? When did I get that? I'm gonna switch ice with level boost and put ice here, 'cause that way I can have double assess. Wait, no, what am I doing? Level boost and ice, there we go. Hey, Sephiroth, you got the Masamune, the resplendent bracer in the Fortitude Ring. We got Revival, Healing, Wind, Magnify, Lightning Magnify, Ice Magnify, has no fire though. Also, Sephiroth's attack isn't that strong. Cloud's got like 166 attack and Sephiroth's got 247. Like, it's not like 1,000 attack. You know, you could do better. Some things are a big jump up, sure, but like, that's not that bad. Come on. It should have just been like infinite. But I guess they wanted him to be playable, so they had to make him a little less strong. So that later on he could be even more strong. That makes sense. There are certain, you know, things you have to kind of just engage with.
Off you go.
Time to play as Sephiroth. Yeah, overall this game plays great. Plays and looks great. The only issues I think I'm noticing are like very obvious pop-in and some shitty textures and potentially missing objects. But aside from that, overall it's pretty good. Switch characters. Yep. Press Y to slash with the Masamune or hold to do ranged attacks. Landing a certain number of attacks will allow you to perform branching finishers, like Pierce or Sword Dance. Oh, that's how that works. And there's a parry mode. Lyric Fury. Pierce. Come on, Cloud. What are you doing? Stop fucking around. Sephiroth is the current party leader, meaning you will control him at the start of... I know. I can't be dismissive about all of these tutorials, by the way, because I've played this game already. And this game is complicated. There are a lot of menus and a lot of mechanics and ideas. Like, if you're not someone who plays games before and you start with this one, you're going to be so fucking like, I can't press all these buttons. Oh my god, it's so fucking dark. Jesus Christ.
More Mako gas.
Nipalahir.
There's no way around it. I just have to go through.
Come on, you freaks. Oh, he's got the smash move where he throws like the purple ball.
Mako this thick is dangerous.
I love it. You got Hell's Gate? Do it.
Let's hurry.
Yeah, they did a very good job with the smash. For Sephiroth. Was Rebirth even out when he got added, or was it just like soon? Was it incoming? It wasn't like Rebirth wasn't actually out yet by the time that came out. But I guess in lieu of that happening. Gimme. Empowerment. What the fuck does that do? I will say, this game has so many materia that I've never like bothered with ever really using. Because there's so many options. Infinite options for renewal. What does empowerment do? Oh. I mean, bravery and faith are very good, actually. They're kind of great if you can manage them. I mean, I've gotten more used to using buffs in games. The only RPG that I was never like down with buffs for was Pokemon, because I just didn't understand how it worked. It just felt like I was always going to waste a turn, basically, with not much gain. But I don't know. Clearly, that's not true. I'm not gonna bash Pokemon, but I just don't get its combat in any way that feels good. It's the depth that I don't understand, so for me, it just feels boring. And I know that's a me problem or anything. I need games with very obvious understandings because I'm a simple-minded man. Spell it out for me. Well, this is pretty.
A Mako spring.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, but if we keep using Mako to power our homes, springs like this will disappear.
Eco Warrior Tifa.
What are you talking about? Who told you that?
What are you,
My
stupid?
dad. And the mayor, if you must know.
Except the planet's
Whatever.
huge. Mako will never run out, right?
The planet's huge, so we'll never run out. Good logic.
Naturally formed materia. And look at the size of it. Astounding.
Look at the shape of it.
For the Mako energy to condense into something like this, it must have taken an eternity.
I've always wondered, how does materia let you cast spells exactly?
How did you ever get to be a soldier?
I don't know.
To put it simply, the knowledge of the ancients is sealed within each orb.
What does that actually
That
mean?
knowledge not only connects us to the planet, it allows us
The
to
knowledge
tap
of
into
the
our
ancients is
power.
put into each orb?
That's how we can use magic. Or so they say.
Really? Magic sure is weird.
I know someone who'd be livid to hear you call it weird, or magic for that matter. I can just imagine what he'd say. It's an affront to science.
Who?
Your father.
Hojo from Research and Development. His predecessor was a great man, but him,
Anything but.
he is anything but.
Memorable quotes, all.
We should press on.
Okay, so there's a couple questions I have about materia and Mako and magic. So, materia isn't the life stream. It's just knowledge from the ancients stored in a physical form, and that knowledge allows you to access the power of the ancients. But what is the power of the ancients? Like, when you use materia and you're using MP, is that the life stream? Like, what is that? How is it different from, like, using Mako to power things? Would that not also use it up, or is it more of, like... I don't know. I don't know how this works. Fundamentally. Is it... I guess it's a reusable source somehow, where it's like when you use up... Like, when you regain MP, you just drinking Mako, or what? They're mages. Yeah, but the magic is somehow tied to materia. I mean, is it just like... Is the magic completely unrelated to the life stream? Because I feel like that would... I feel like... Mako is the life stream that also contains the knowledge of the ancients. Why? But I'm not an ancient, but I'm still going to join the live stream when I die. Everyone does. It's not like it's an ancient-only thing. Ancients just happen to be part of the live stream as much as humans. Only people who don't get to go into the live stream are the Gi. Because fuck those guys. But like, I broke one of those crystals and it gave me an MP back, right? I don't know how MP potions are made, but ethers rather. Fuck you. Guy fucking can't see. Right guard. Oh, I see. The parry is a dual blade dance skill, not actually like... Right, we're in a very tight corner here, and it's very difficult to see. Zanshin. There we go. Alright. That's better. But yeah, there's a lot of questions. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to study with, like, Bugenhagen and learn Scientology. Sorry, planetology. And figure out what the fuck he's talking about. And then he's gonna gaslight me into thinking that I don't know anything if I ask questions. And just tell me to go to another, like... It is funny, when you go to, like, Cosmo Canyon in this game, it really does feel like a... It feels a lot like one of those, like, cults where, like, the Beatles would go to India to speak to, like, Maharishi. And would tell them to, like, just do, you know... Sit here and pay me money and we're gonna make you enlightened. And then they were like, wait, this is just a scam. There were a lot of cults like that historically. Allows you to consume gil to damage enemies with spare. Change. I've never once used this move. I love this. Did I know this existed? I must have. That's fucking hilarious. I don't want to get rid of like an actual useful ability. I guess I'm gonna get it to just use it for a little bit. I don't even know this gil of mine even matters in the real game. You think Peak will ever get a switchport? I thought Peak had a switchport, or I thought Peak was developing one. Maybe they didn't. Maybe it's not finished yet. 14 MSQ today. A character used the term rebirth. There were some pretty FF7 themes being talked about. Interesting. Just a coincidence. They actually just like give you a teaser for the game we didn't know about, or the next one. I thought it was at least in progress, if not coming out at some point. I might never be. I didn't buy Peak because it feels like a multiplayer-centric game, even though the gameplay does seem quite fun. Expecting Part 3 lore to be locked by FF14. I'm still expecting it to be like whatever that like the train dialogue that was really important that I'm never gonna know about was really crucial there. Okay, Cloud, can you get your MP up so I can use spare... Oh, what? Screech! Here, Cloud, you do some shit. When an enemy is about to use an attack that cannot be blocked, they got the fucking exclamation mark. Don't know. Oh my god, fucking... Jesus Christ. Got all of them?
This way.
What? Tifa, I thought you weren't leading us. Don't go out in front. Well, you gotta buy like a Funko Pop of Cloud, and if you open up the inside, you're gonna find that it has like a little scroll, and the scroll will tell you the meaning of rebirth. The word, it'll just say rebirth, a word that means reinvention or you know, recontinuation, often associated with Phoenix. Okay, the water didn't look this like goopy in the PC version. Like, this looks like Jello. This looks like Jello or slime. I don't want to say it looks bad, but it does. This water kind of looks bad. I think it might be the lighting and the way that the textures are like warping as it moves. And I get it. I mean, the downgrades for water are like kind of acceptable compared to everything else that matters. But that is very like, oh, that doesn't look good. That looks pretty bad. It definitely didn't look this bad in the PC version. It looked much better, right? And then not everything's gonna have Sea of Thieves level water, but I don't know. Is that the most egregious thing so far? It's not really. I will say, I don't know why, but the oceans and the water in this game always feel like small. It somehow gives me the impression that these landmasses aren't very big. Because you can only see like a small portion of it, and I just can't picture, like... It makes these worlds feel smaller for some reason whenever I see the water. Where normally if I go to the ocean, it looks so vast. But in this game, it doesn't. It makes it feel like it's small and the ocean's not very deep for some reason. I don't know why. There's something about it. Make console ports? Well, that's great. I mean, anything can get a switchboard. It just takes time and effort to do so. Like, aside from processing power, it's just cost and time. For return. Is it worth doing a port of a game if you don't expect money back? Clearly, Square is expecting to get money from this shit. They're putting an effort to make these ports. With a lot of changes. You got to do a lot of work to do some of these changes. So I'm giving them credit there to being like, it's like a classic port where you have to actually put an effort. All right, let's throw money at them. Wait, I can choose the amount of money? Oh my god, I can't. I'm throwing 1,000 gil. That's so much gil. That is an exceptionally expensive. Move right there.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake. Huh. Piece of cake. Huh. Piece of... You would never say that, Cloud. Give me back my HP up. You don't have I mean, crossplay is an extra addition. Generally a good thing, but it's not always vaulted. It feels very dark. I feel like the game got significantly darker visually. I guess it's whatever, like... does this use Square's in-house engine that was really expensive that they made, or is this like Unreal or Unity or something? Because they've got their own engine that was like really cool and they use sometimes, but not for every game. They do have other teams that don't use it. Which is interesting, because I think it was a very expensive investment to make a new engine. Alright, so what's down here? Chest or like a materia or something. Come on, Cloud. Cross-play can be difficult. But, you know, some games make it. It's always nice. Hell, it's nice when they do extra, like, above and beyond shit. It's like, cross-saves is a big one, where it's like, that's a lot of effort to put through. Hades has that, or Hades 2, where I can, like, open it up on Steam and it gets all my achievements from the Switch version. Which is amazing, by the way. That's such a cool fucking thing. Now it's way brighter. What the fuck? It was so dark, now it's brighter, but now I'm like, there's more mountain above us. Sorry, Sephiroth, I gotta break these boxes. Not a Uzu. While guarding with R, you can team up with synergy skills, abilities that don't consume ATB charges. Available skills depend on which character is being controlled. What do you got? You got Void Shatter. What the fuck is that, Cloud? When were you gonna tell me you had that move? What is it? Oh. Oh fuck! Okay, I have to let go at some point. Well, it looks really fucking cool. It's one of those, I understand. Wanted to get Celeste. Celeste is a great game. It's a game I actually do want to replay, because I haven't played it in such a long time that I almost don't remember it very well, to be honest. But it's very, very good. Inflicting enough damage or exploiting an elemental weakness will place the enemy in a pressured state. Yep. I know. Oof. I'm playing like shit. Just use Karaga's Sephiroth. You've got like infinite mana or whatever, it's fine. Oh my god! Enemies that have been staggered or defenseless. Yep. I guess Telluric Fury is like the best I've got. Hell's Gate. Braver. I like how both Sephiroth and Cloud have like a go in the air and come back down again move, but they're, you know, because of the different designs of their swords, you know, they are different. You can't really stab with Cloud's sword very easily, but you can with Sephiroth, so of course his downward thrust movement is a stabby. Where Cloud's is still more of just an overhead slash. You know, there's too many games to get. There's too many options, and none of them are bad, so get whatever game works, and you'll get another one at another point in time. Don't be like me, when you buy too many games to even play them all. Don't waste your money, kid. Save it real nice. I mean, every game I got as a kid was valuable, because I didn't have a lot of games. That changed, though, at some point. Also, I didn't have any good games, which also is a you know, a point of contention. I still prefer playing as Cloud than Sephiroth, but you don't get to play as Sephiroth very often, so it's kind of nice to have the, you know, to do them as much as you can. You want to do Sephiroth as much as you can when you have the time, because you won't have that chance to do them forever. Autocast. God, game. I don't have enough slots for this. You ever do them so much you want to do them so much you can do anything? Yeah. I do, actually. Thanks for asking. Fuck those boxes! But yeah, I want to do them as much as I can too. Everyone wants to do Sephiroth as much as they can. Hello, welcome to the beginning of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on the Switch, because this demo is just like the first 10 hours of the game. So actually pretty close to what you've played so far. But with some visual drawbacks, because it's on a portable console, obviously. Some of which are noticeable and other ones aren't that noticeable. Some of which have been very noticeable, but you know. Oh, is it time for my favorite mechanic? Very slowly move this giant, stupid machine to suck up gas. This demo goes all the way up to the ends of the grasslands, I think. So, from the beginning, your first playable section, then cutscenes, then the Nibelheim incident, then grasslands, and then, you know, maybe more. I don't know exactly where it ends, but it's quite like it's like 10 hours. It's like the Dragon Quest XI demo, where it's like, yeah, this is a large percentage of the game. But yeah, I really think they just added this entire stupid mechanic to show off rope physics. They're like, let's just show off that you can move the rope. Oh, I have to do it the other way, don't I? But it's stuck on this fucking... Can I open this? Alright, can I like... I hate this. it doesn't take that long, but I was like, why did they add this stupid mechanic anyways? What was the point? I'm angry at the man or woman or person who is like, we gotta add this to the game. Have Cloud very slowly move. It's peaks and value design, juxtaposition of cool action and boring job. Well, that's fair, I suppose. But it could be like a puzzle or like, you know, just more exploration. This shit sucks. I'd rather be doing that section later on where you're doing like weird basketball with, you know, I shouldn't spoil. I can't, I'm not going to give any, and I haven't been giving any Rebirth spoilers for anything past this point, obviously. I've been spoiling FF7 fully in this stream, but, I'm not planning on giving any spoilers for Rebirth, because someone could be watching this and haven't finished it. I can say with certainty that at least I know one person who's watching this who hasn't finished Rebirth. It's a AAA-ism, for sure. And I like AAA. There's a lot of AAA games I want to play. Big titles that I haven't gotten around to yet. But yeah, but I don't want to talk about later segments of Rebirth that I know some people haven't gotten to yet. I don't want to be like, oh, you play with this character and do this thing. It's like, well, I don't know it was a thing. It is fun to play through this beginning section again. And I do want to replay Rebirth. And take my time with it, and do a little bit more. Maybe do some of the stuff I didn't end up doing in the end. Getting better strategies and trying more of the things, like trying to do more perfect guards in this game. You know, if you time your guard perfectly, you can avoid all damage and stun the enemy and do more of that. Try to figure out, use synergy skills a little bit more. I mean, I should be more comfortable with the gameplay than I've done it long enough, but like a year and a half ago when I played this.
Up ahead. Looks like a way out.
Yeah, but this is a very meaty demo. It's exciting.
Wait.
Wait.
Huh?
Oh, it's this thing.
What?
You know, the thing. Big, ugly freak monster. Hey, it's a beetle documentary. Get back, it's my favorite. Really cool.
You said you wanted to be a hero.
Wish I had.
Funny, obviously I resonate a lot with Cloud.
We're after materia.
Someone should tell
But I do want to be a hero, so I have that motivation. I understand. Zachary. Alright. Sephiroth's gonna be eating shit here. Sky Shatter! Oh fuck, wait, I want to use that move. Nope.
your guard up.
Thanks, Cloud. Thanks, Sephiroth. Fuck defense. Best defense is just do quicker damage. I'm gonna just do like Blizzard. Actually, I should probably like hey Cloud. You wanna ass this thing?
You need to vary your attacks.
Time to kick it up a notch.
Weakness of fire. A ferocious beast that dwells within the caves of Mount Nibel. Prolonged exposure to Mako has caused it to mutate. Its dangerously sharp claw. Okay, whatever. Evading its capture or attempts or freeing captured eyes will pressure it. Destroying its legs will also pressure it. What is this, Goma? That's a Goma! Let's do like double fire. You can afford a Sephiroth. You've got like a billion. On me. More like ennui. that joke doesn't make any sense. Nobody knows what ennui means anyways. Sephiroth. I love the baby Cloud voice where it's like, Sephiroth. Oh no. He does a good job. What is Cody Christensen, or is that the current one? He does a good job of having like the little baby Cloud voice when he's younger. He just sounds like a little younger. Certain enemies have individual body parts. Yeah, whatever.
Pretty mobile.
Till we knock it down.
Good thing I don't just fight with a sword.
What else do you fight with? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, I guess materia. I was gonna say like, are you strapped? You keep a gun with you, man?
Take out its legs.
I'm trying. I gotta like build up ATB to do that. Okay. Oh, I need 2 ATBs to do that. It's very good voice acting. Go for it. Sky Shatter, go for it. Lord Fury. Hell's Gate. Do the thing. Zanshin. Cloud, you got something? Braver. Just a little too slow, Cloud. I guess this is technically the first boss of the game. Limit breaks! Yeah, I know how they work. Whoa. Camera, what the fuck?
Enough of this.
Yeah, for this one section of the game where you get to play Sephiroth, they really do give a full-fledged battle system. But I guess it's a long enough period of time to give him, you know, skills and abilities and stuff. They don't give him like multiple weapons or anything. It's not like you can like build up to that, but
I'm excited.
you're don't say that. Don't say to Cloud, you're practically panting. Don't say that. Like historically, all of the Cloud and Sephiroth, you know, dynamic in art, in fan fiction and stuff, you know, it's not like it doesn't write itself. A little puppy. It's not understandable. It doesn't come out of nowhere.
Such a puppy.
See what I mean? Dude, puppy boy Cloud. Or is it some... I don't know, maybe Cloud is more cat-like, to be honest. Turn the tables on the beast of the mountain with this, like, 480p video.
Don't like the looks of this.
Synergy abilities, which we got because everybody had synergies up. Oh, let's do this. Sephiroth unleashes an elegant flurry strikes and Cloud does his best to follow suit. Raises Cloud's limit level and grants Sephiroth unlimited MP. Great. Yeah, I want to do that. Whoa, that was insane. So what's the symbolism by the fact that the synergy... Oh my god, sex. What does it imply? That the synergy ability of Sephiroth and Cloud is a double helix, which is like DNA. Do you ever think that has some kind of significance, maybe? DNA. Cells. Huh, I wonder. Cloud, do you have a limit ready? No. Don't. I love these hints of Sephiroth's like theme in here. Dun, 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 dun. Nope. Oh, I gotta get fucking out of here. He's gonna like do his thing.
Watch the gas.
Watch the gas. Yes. What are you, German? Nope. I could do FFVII. Nice. If only Cloud had a limit break to use right now. Go for it. Easy.
Take it from here.
Sephiroth. You're so cool, Cloud.
Nice work.
Thanks.
Okay, hold up. Maybe I'm missing something here. But everything you've said makes Sephiroth sound like a stand-up guy.
Oh, look at the veins in Cloud's
He
arm.
was.
Never noticed
And
that.
now he's pure evil, trying to kill everyone on the planet. Help me to understand this shit. Tell me something that'll really make my blood boil.
Oh, I will. I will.
I love that part, actually. Like, it's funny because, you know, it's a silly moment where Barrett's like trying to get him to be like, what are you fucking talking about? But Barrett has no idea what's about to happen at all. So Cloud's I will is like, it really like, it's good voice acting. You can really hear it in his voice. It's like, listen, Barrett, you don't even know. You have no idea. you don't know.
You wait out here, Tifa.
No way! I want to go too. Please?
Sorry, no civilians. Even if we weren't on a mission.
Come on!
Keep the young lady safe.
He just doesn't speak. He never speaks. He doesn't want her to hear his voice. There's no way she couldn't recognize him even with the helmet on, right? Surely she could still tell it's him. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
You better keep me safe.
Like, is she just not going to talk to him? And he just stands there in silence, refusing to answer her questions?
I really wanted to see the reactor.
It's right there. Just look up. Wouldn't recognize him? I suppose. I guess it's been a couple years. He was like a little boy. He was a little baby boy when they made the promise, right? And then he left as like an actual child, literal child. I mean, I think they were neighbors in a very small town. They definitely would have recognized each other very well. But he was also like half the height. I mean, everyone else in town recognizes Cloud. I feel like Tifa should too, but
Didn't expect it to be all systems go.
You'd think it'd
Cloud
be
also
looking at
spoke to
boost
them.
Output, like most last-gen models.
And let me guess. Pillagers don't have a clue about this.
Knowing Shinra? Of course not.
The company really needs to be more transparent.
Tell that to the president.
What exactly is the problem with this place?
The people in charge. While most reactors are under the jurisdiction of urban planning, this one is overseen by R&D.
Hojo.
Why do I suddenly have a bad feeling about this?
Whatever you see here, you are not to speak of it.
That is a high-resolution sign. Look at that lovely high-resolution sign. I also like, does this not need to be manned? There's so much stuff and clutter and like things. Who's running this place normally? In ordinary situations, do you not need like a full team of people to keep this shit running? Can you just turn it on and then just fucking go? And when you need maintenance, you send in like 100 people to like utilize all the things that are laying around? You'd expect it would need people to like keep it ship shape or whatever, but I guess not. You just fucking hit the on button and leave it. No wonder these things keep failing, honestly. Shinra's cheap. Such a little puppy. What? I'm nervous. Come on, Sephiroth. Let's go check it out. I like the ominous red lights from the floor that aren't really serving any purpose except for lighting up the floor. Like, you can see the lights. Like, why? Is this meant to indicate, like, you put his thing in a place or what? Good aesthetic, you know. If I have a creepy factory, I'd want red lights to make it, like, more mysterious. Isn't it, like, just in here? Is that where I came from? No, it's in here. It's a little bigger than it was before, but it's mostly a short dungeon. Short, not even a dungeon, really. Hey, let me in. Oh, okay. Hey, Sephiroth, do you think we're gonna be done with this mission soon? I really want to know. You know, what occurs to me, will it let me play Queen's Blood in this demo? It will, won't it?
Perhaps you'd like to say a few words to your sword first?
What? Why now, Sephiroth? You don't care about my sword before. I gotta keep it, you know, clean from wear, tear, and rust, or what does he say? I wonder if Cloud keeps his sword free of wear, tear, and rust. Or if he's let it, you know, degrade.
Hojo, you are really something.
I thought there was an arbitrary thing, right, to like spin a crank. But that's coming up, isn't it?
What are those things?
They're creepy. They're eggs. These aren't what kept Cloud and Zack, right? It was a different thing, but similar.
Genova? Wasn't that...
You had to bring up Sephiroth's family, didn't you, Cloud?
The malfunction must be forcing the pods to depressurize. Cloud, go out and shut off the valve.
Yeah, they do this thing where you have to walk out
Copy.
for 5 seconds to hold the Y button and close the valve and then walk back in. Which is like, why don't we just continue the cutscene? Do we need this section where we take like maybe like less than 30 seconds to walk out, hold X, and then go back in? Oh, sorry, you have to hold Z and LR, okay. Which is very silly. Second. Also, how hard is this? He's a soldier. How hard and rusted is this thing that he has to put in this much effort to turn it? Maybe he's not using his soldier power right now. We just needed a second so we could see Sephiroth doing shit. You asshole, what was the point of me turning the crank if you're gonna cut the power anyways?
These pods were built for the production of artificial materia. But Hojo repurposed them as incubators, cages for animals, infused with Mako, all to birth a new breed of monster. But he didn't stop at animals. Oh no. There were other subjects.
If Mako is just like the live stream, why does it make people into fucking monsters? Why doesn't it just make them like cool? Really, really smart, you know, big brain. Yeah. Gross.
My mother's name was Genova. Could it be that I...
The hand on the face is always funny to me.
Same way? Am I the same as these monsters?
Sephiroth.
Ever since I was a child, I knew that I was different. That I was special. But not like this.
Mr. Edgelord, Jesus.
Like this.
It feels tropey, but I think at the time it probably wasn't as tropey as it feels. But I don't mind. I gotta say,
Even human.
I love his eyes. I love that they chose like cat eyes for Sephiroth.
Eventually, we went back to the inn.
Like vertical pupils. It's very good. It fits.
But when we got there, Sephiroth locked himself in his room.
The mayor had been looking forward to having dinner with bona fide soldiers, so he didn't take the news too well. Dad had to put up with his belly aching for hours afterward.
Huh?
Must have sucked. But what about Sephiroth? What happened to him?
He left. Didn't tell a soul where he was going.
Bum, 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 dun. Yeah, this is a very long section. I forgot. I was hoping to get to like calm. Yeah, I think you get like something from doing the demo and it carries over to progress, whatever bonus, typical bonus shit. But I was gonna do this anyways. What about like your other soldier? Where is he? When else is happening? Is he in here? Is he chilling? Is he sleeping? I thought you guys shared a room. He's been wiped from the memory banks. I generally like the lighting in this game, but I think even in the PC version there was always some weird discrepancies.
I met Sephiroth as he was heading for Shinra Manor, and he acted like I wasn't even there. Busy, I suppose.
He's got a lot on his mind. Also, we lost someone.
Haven't heard anything about the reactor either. What happened up there anyway?
Apparently Cloud's also a dick. He's also not going to say anything, you know?
Sephiroth? Ah, I did see him leave a little while ago.
Looking for Sephiroth? He just left, I'm afraid. Maybe he needed some fresh air?
That's all anybody cares about. Sephiroth, Sephiroth, Sephiroth. Who cares?
He's holed up inside the mansion.
Something's been off ever since he came back from the reactor. Too much exposure to Mako? Then we ought to bring him some medicine.
I love that we have like the Scooby gang. Like we have the fucking the mystery gang coming out to fucking help Sephiroth.
I saw Sephiroth making a beeline for the manor. Wonder why.
What are you guys gonna do? What are you guys investigating? I mean, I guess these would have been like Cloud's. This could be the friend group that hung out with Cloud and Tifa when they were younger. You know, they're around the right age. The ones that like, you know, when Cloud was ostracizing himself almost.
Shinra Manor was the biggest building in town, and older than the reactor. The company used to conduct research there, back when they were still a small manufacturer. Even so, the rent on that plot was basically what kept the village afloat.
Well, here we go.
I mean, it is a nice house. It's very cool. I'd like a house like this. It might be a little too big. Like it's huge.
What if he's sick and needs our help?
Him? A little Mako poisoning isn't gonna hurt a living legend.
Oh, this is where the Queen's Blood thing happens. I remember there's like an event that happens relating to it that happens here. Like it is fucking massive. Like I do want a big like Victorian style mansion, but like half this size maybe even like less than that, but I mean it is nice. It's very nice. If you could afford it and you had people to keep it clean, I guess it's fine. And we barely even get to go into like most of it because we can't go upstairs. It's not that it matters that much, but I do think the biggest loss for me, not in the game, but like I wish we could have done like the upstairs and the downstairs, and you do the safe puzzle, and you get to explore like the manor properly. And instead they just block off the upstairs and give you an elevator down. I get why they did what they did. But I would have liked to have been able to explore the manor fully instead of it just being like one room and then you go down. Because I like exploring the manor and all the weird monsters they have in it and stuff like that. I remember it being annoying, but I also remember liking it.
Place, but Sephiroth was nowhere to be seen.
Okay, he's not to be seen, but he did take the time to light every single one of these candles. There's like 4 candelabras. All of these are lit. Then 3 there. Jesus Christ. Guess there's no electricity in this manor. I guess you could just use like, I don't know, massive Faraga and just summon it everywhere, assuming the candles were already set. Yo, that's a fucked up piano, my man. So it's not the most egregious thing that you don't explore the manor properly, but I still kind of wish we could have, because I like the manor. Also, we get the manor in like Crisis Core, and it has like a definitive design and things, and you go down and you see how it looks and stuff, but those don't have to match up perfectly, it's fine. Oh, we're gonna go through the fucking heart-rending shit, aren't we? A little bit.
Never knew it had a basement.
Was news to me too. Doubt anyone in the village had a clue.
Man, if I had a room like this, I could play VR and run around so easily. Hornby. I wonder who's in here. I guess nobody. Nobody there. Sorry, I was just thinking about how they handle the camera here. They do a very good job. This is obviously a game where it does not let the camera clip through things. Like sometimes in certain games you can like clip through and get an angle of stuff you're not supposed to see. This game is rock solid in its camera work. It feels good, it's slick, and you know, it works. And you cannot possibly get it out of bounds or move it or whatever. Solid. Unsurprisingly, obviously, but... Oh, turn back is what it says, not turn B. I understand. What's that say? Oh, it's a hand. I thought that was a dog. Sorry, I thought that was like a little dog coming up to like an electric fence, and I was like, why is there a warning about dogs and fences? But no, it's a hand with fingers. I understand. That makes more sense. So I saw someone do this. I don't want to do this, but if you get a bunch of garbage from the room and you pile it up in this hallway before talking to Sephiroth, you can make the cutscene where he walks through very funny. You can... I'm not saying you should, but if you wanted to take the time to pile up a bunch of garbage in this room and in this hallway, it will stay there the whole time when the cutscene happens. Yo, I want that computer. Look at this. Look at that machine. I want that. Old as fuck. But, you know. Kind of ruins the big moment of Sephiroth walking through this area, but it is funny. I'm gonna put that there. It's fine. It's just one thing.
Excavated from a 2,000-year-old rock layer. A life form in stasis. Professor Gast named this life form
Gaster.
Genova. MEGL 77-1977.
Yo, Sephiroth, did you say Gaster?
Verified as an
She just shows up.
MEGL 9/13/1977. Genova project approved.
The 70s.
So, they named the life form Genova. And once they understood what she was,
They were wrong.
they grew ambitious.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Sephiroth. What you got there?
Leave me be.
Okay. Goodbye, Sephiroth. I hope you have fun with your 70,000 books.
That was it. He stayed holed up in the basement. Reading. Like a man.
See, this is a life lesson. If you read like 1,000 books in like 2 days, you will go insane. Don't do that. Reading is bad for you. Sorry, LeVar Burton. Reading Rainbow, don't do that. Negatively impacts your life, apparently. That's true. It's very true.
We got Genova.
Night of the 7th day.
A locked reactor door. The name of Sephiroth's mother. And ancients. Screw it.
I like how he's too stupid to get it. It's
I
like...
think my brain's not gonna get me anywhere. May as well just ask the guy.
Also, I never noticed the 7th day. I don't think there's like religious connotations to this, but it's like on the 7th day he didn't rise, he just went insane.
Ah, Cloud. I've come across the most fascinating passage.
Hmm?
The specimen found in strata dating back 2,000 years smiled with what could only be described as ethereal grace. Though the truth eluded me at first, I later determined that she was an ancient, or a steward of the planet, as they are referred to in legend.
Now, how did you discover that?
She needed a name, and so I dubbed her Genova.
Makes you wonder what her actual name was.
The project was approved soon after. A bold initiative to resurrect the long-dead ancients. An initiative that resulted in my conception.
Congrats, you were born.
Or rather, my creation. The crowning glory of Professor Gast's wondrous experiment.
He created you?
That's not true, is it? Because Gast would have died before they did the thing with Hojo and Lucretia, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm getting my timeline out of order. But Sephiroth doesn't know that. Whatever the truth is. Oh, that's true. Aerith was alive, so that, yeah, that you know, that's fair.
Mother is
Sephiroth
waiting.
is like fucking 30, so yeah, no, that's true. That actually, you're right. That's fine.
Hey, hold on.
I don't know the age difference between Sephiroth and Aerith, but like a decent amount of time.
I keep asking myself, why couldn't I have come to sooner? If I had, maybe I could have saved the village. Or tried, at least. What?
Yeah. Sorry, Barrett. I know you got to learn about this. This probably gives a huge, like Barrett went through this, so I think it probably gives him a huge sense of kinship, even more so than I think you realize with Tifa and Cloud, when they really had a very similar, if not the same, experience that he did with Shinra. Although this one is with Sephiroth.
The villagers need your help.
Like, if anyone can understand that, I think it's Barrett. What? Where's the? Guys, when cool specimen, let's ask the people and hang out near the finding site to learn more. Hojo said, let's juice some babies. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't think Gast was good, necessarily, but he was better than Hojo. It's Nebulous who was like, you know, he was still the head scientist of Shinra. Before he fell into his own creation and died. Got replaced by an inferior scientist who fucked around and made like fucked up creations by injecting stuff with shit. Holy shit! Alphas was just injecting people with determination, just like Hojo is injecting people with fucking Genova cells. It's the same thing. It's the same. Everything loops back around.
I'm sorry, he's gone.
See, this makes more sense if you're realizing that this is Cloud. Actual Cloud. Because at this point, Cloud is still a normal person. Like, you would think, Zack is a fucking superhero. How can he get fallen down by a log? But this isn't. This is Cloud, regular Cloud, before he became normal. Or before he became a soldier, right? In actual canon. Like, I think at this point we can assume this is actually Cloud's memories and not, you know, the you know, what part of his is his and what part of his is the other guy. God, you're fucking a massive NPC. Or that is Alphys' child. Maybe? Although I'm thinking of Undertale specifically. And you've got, like, Flowey.
Hold on, Pump.
Which is the creation of Alphys. Can we just, like, open the water tower or something? No, does no one have any materia? Is there no water magic? Good man, you're not running. You're just kind of standing there by the fire. Oh, he's dying. Never mind. He just died. That guy just died. It's okay. It is a great sequence, this. Like, it's slow on purpose, and that's kind of the point. It lets you soak in the, what the fuck is going on. Whoa. Did that fire just pop in? Also, yeah, I guess that water tower had no water in it. Just empty.
Please be okay.
You have to think, how, like, quickly did this fire spread? Although I guess if he's using, like, double, triple Faraga, he can just, like, send them to every house at once. Like, Faraga, 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 and then every house is immediately on fire. So, fair enough. That's hard. That's rough.
Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
We never see her. It's a mysterious line, because you don't see her say it, but I guess it is what she says.
Hey! Hey! Hang in there! You're gonna be okay! Don't worry. I got you. Come on, let's get you on.
I'm glad that... No, I'm not glad about that, but I'm glad they don't think Cloud is with Sephiroth at this moment. They assume he's just another one of... even though he's a soldier. Backdraft. I mean, I've heard the term. I don't think I would know what it is. I wouldn't realize that opening the door would just explode the fire. I guess because you're feeding it oxygen, right? You open the door, there's more air coming in, stoking the flames. But I don't know if I would have considered that in a panic trying to save my mother. I mean, he is an idiot, but it's fine. This is the stupidest moment, by the way, because they all stand there and nobody shoots. Don't say drop the sword. He just burned your entire city. Shoot him. This is requisite. This is defending your turf. Just shoot him. 4 people with guns and nobody shoots. I'm getting mad watching this. I'm sorry. You just killed one of them and they still don't shoot. At least, like, make Sephiroth disarm them or something. Cloud, come on. I get the point in the moment, but at the same time, it's still like, really? And I guess they're nervous, but... Ugh. the hat. The hat was too far, man.
Wait for me. I'm coming.
Sephiroth!
There it is. And he walks away. It is interesting that he lets Cloud live. He killed everybody else in the town. I don't think he actually cares about Cloud necessarily, but he doesn't let him live.
I followed Sephiroth all the way back to the reactor.
Dad and I had gone there to hide. When Sephiroth showed up, Dad decided that he was going to confront him. Dad. It was Sephiroth, wasn't it? He did this, didn't he? Sephiroth.
Soldiers. Mako. Shinra.
I'm sick of this. I'm sick of all of this.
They use that exact same line like 4 times between Remake and Rebirth, so you hear it a lot. They really like showing that single moment. I just had a thought. If Tifa just threw away the weapon and let Cloud kill Sephiroth here, surely it would have been easier. If you don't bring him to Masamune, maybe things would have changed.
You murdered my dad. You burned my village.
Ooh. Yeah, and it looking now, it's the same framing, it's the same shot from when. Yeah. How interesting. They love parallel imagery in this game. Remake and Rebirth both, they love parallel imagery. It's like poetry, it rhymes.
You promised you'd save me if I was ever trapped or in trouble.
Good man.
Here I am, your son. Mother, together we will reclaim our world.
Sephiroth looks like somebody with mommy issues.
How we can do that. The promised land.
I don't know what that means. I don't know why I said that. I have no context for that. I just said it.
Mother, they have come again. The ones who robbed you of the planet. your planet. There's no need to be sad, Mother. Because I'm here for you. Now and forever.
I'll ever watch the movie Psycho. Just curious.
You killed my mom. You killed Tifa. My village. My home.
I like the way he reads that line a lot.
They were mine by right. This planet too, for I have been chosen.
I believed in you. No. Not you! Whoever the hell you are!
And we don't get to see what fucking happens? Game? It's a very long pause, Jesus Christ.
And that's the last thing I remember. The rest is a blank.
The hell it is? What happened?
It was all over the news. I remember watching it with my mom. They said he went missing during a training exercise. But then, the story changed. A couple days later, they started reporting that he was killed in action. Yeah, that was it.
The news outlets are nothing but Shinra mouthpieces spewing propaganda. Only dumbasses believe that shit.
Excuse me, am I a dumbass?
Does that make me a dumbass?
I didn't say that. What I meant was, screw Shinra for manipulating honest folks.
There you go, Barrett.
It doesn't matter what they said back then. Sephiroth was in Midgar. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
To know about alive so much as around?
Yeah, it's a better idea.
But
You know something, Aerith.
now, after 5 years, doing who knows what.
5 years.
Because he wants to finish what he started. He wants to reclaim his birthright and rule over the planet with Jenova at his side.
After 5 years? Not to sound like a broken record, but it's really bothering me.
Well, what's bothering me is all this Jenova stuff.
And what's bothering Aerith is she's tired. Take a nap.
Excuse me. Guess the travel or something really did a number on my back. Feels as stiff as a board.
Let me take a look. Wow. You weren't kidding, were you? Let's get you back to the room.
I can't help but be a little suspicious of Aerith knowing shit.
No amount of guesswork will
Like,
get us
does she know
closer
something?
to the truth.
Is she trying to get us to move on from this shit by providing a distraction so we don't further ask more questions, or what? What's going on? What do you know, lady? What are you not telling us?
Oh, no, you don't. That bed's mine.
Sweet dreams.
See you tomorrow.
The enigmatic Aerith. I like how Barrett doesn't even complain. He doesn't cuddle up with Red, he just, you know...
Hey, Aerith? You awake?
Barely. Why?
You guys have the lights on, what do you mean sleeping? Your lights are fully on!
What's Cloud been doing these past 5 years?
Where's he been?
And you're asking me this?
Just had a feeling you'd know.
And you're not even under the blankets.
Probably did at one point. All that stuff was taken from me, though.
Probably have shoes on.
Or...
The lights are on. They're not under the blankets because they don't want to render that shit.
By whispers?
Yeah.
I like how Aerith is like, yeah, I did know what Cloud was doing. I actually knew all of this. I just can't tell you now because it's gone.
Maybe that's why.
Why what?
Yeah, they got the Aerith feet shot. Sorry.
This is gonna sound crazy, but as far as I know, Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
Which is a wild thing to reveal, by the way. Right now. It's like, what? What? And you have to wonder how the conversation went that they don't tell us afterwards. Also, I like how Barrett gave Cloud the bed. Oh, I gotta say, I love Tifa's shoes. Tifa's red boots are very cool.
Cloud, you up?
He just hit Cloud with the "you up" text. Again, they're also sleeping with the lights on. Yeah, there's a number of things we don't know, and still don't know. Yeah, I will say, the resolution of a lot of these textures are much worse, but most things are pretty good. Probably about to end it, just because we got the calm, that's kind of where I wanted to go to, but like... This runs relatively well. Feels good to play. There are some visual downgrades that are noticeable. Most everything is fine, but there are some specific things that are quite noticeable. Unrelated, I did want to mention, I kind of feel like you can feel a little bad for Sephiroth because he's crazy. And deluded, and he's being manipulated and used by Jenova. His entire premise and everything he's doing is kind of just like based on a premise that isn't even true. You know. He's not an ancient. His planet isn't his birthright. None of that's real. He was born out of a creation because of machinations due to Shinra. And then goes crazy. And is being manipulated and used for the benefit of Jenova, who's kind of pulling the strings. Not that he didn't do horrible things, but as an insane person being manipulated, you can still feel pity for him. That's you say, I have to remember, that's the part where I don't always remember if he figures out at some point that he's not actually what he is. And then decides, yeah, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, but... Or if that's more just, if at that point it's more Jenova than it is Sephiroth, but... Who knows? I wonder if they actually had Barrett's voice actor record, like, sounds. Just curious. Got his sunglasses off because he doesn't sleep with them on. He does as soon as he takes a swim. And then makes the north, yeah, then the thing in the North Crater and the weapons and then the... When the reunion happens. Which is when, you know, Jenova cells come back or whatever, but... It's still fun, it's still good. It still looks fairly good. Most things look fairly good and things run well. But if you look at like the ocean or you look at some sign textures and some of these textures and landscapes, those definitely take a hit, and those are actually, some of them are way more noticeable than others. Genuinely. Also, I like how he's level 40 in the pre-area, and now he's level 15. I know why, but it's still funny to me. But no, it's good and it's solid. For anyone who's playing this for the first time, and anyone who doesn't own a PS5, or doesn't own a PC, for example, if you have the Switch 2, this is a great way to play it. I'd like to imagine this might get a lot of people into FF7 Remake and Rebirth, because they'll have it. It'll be owned, and people will be able to play it. Or at least give it a try. Yeah, it's fun. I'm actually looking forward to this dropping again, because there's a lot of stuff I wanted to do in this game again and replay. Because this is the kind of game where there's so much stuff in it. Doing everything and all the side quests and all the challenges. And trying things with, like, different materia, different difficulty, different strategies, different party members I didn't use, different upgrades. Getting all the level limits that I didn't get, in upgrading every my characters that I didn't do. It'd be fun. Yeah, it's good. Unsurprisingly, it's what I expected. It's neat. And I'm still not done with the demo. There's still way more of the demo. I'm not streaming the whole demo, but I did, you know, it was brought to my attention the demo existed, so I played it. It was fun. Because if it's not fun, why bother? I'll be back tomorrow. I guess we'll do Tomodachi, and then Mario on Thursday, and then Tomodachi again on Friday. I'm still doing Tomodachi for now, but I will wind it up at some point. We'll see. But yeah, take care. Have a good night. I'll be back. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.